So welcome back. We're here for another great episode of Living a Good Life, and this time we decided to change things up. We're going to go on location, and I'm really excited today to be sitting with Michelle Fain, who is the owner of Captain Crossfit, and we're going to learn about your gym and maybe do a little tour when it's all over. So I want to thank you all for tuning in again. Michelle, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Good. So tell us a little bit about your history. So why'd you want to be a gym owner? How did you get from wherever you were in your life to being a gym owner today and Captain CrossFit?
So I have been an athlete my whole life. I started doing gymnastics at about age 5, continued all the way through college, did gymnastics at Arizona State University on a scholarship. And after that, continued to work out, exercise, and just be active. And had kids, was a stay-at-home mom, and wanted to work, but I didn't want it to take away from me being a mom. So when I started CrossFit, I knew that was what I wanted to do. I could be a coach and I could still take care of my kids. I could get them to school, come into the gym, coach, be there to pick them up, and be there at night with my kids. So that's how that started. I have been here at Captain for 12 years since they first opened.
So you're one of the originals, like you're one of the longest tenured people here, and you started out just as a coach.
And I started out as a coach, yes. And then about 2 years ago, I was approached with buying the gym. And kids were leaving the nest, so it was good timing. Mm-hmm. I could become an owner and fulfill that dream of owning my own gym.
So you've been here about 12 years at Captain CrossFit. You're a lifetime fitness enthusiast, collegiate athlete at gymnastics, 2-year owner.
Yes.
So how's that been? How's it been from being a coach for 10 years and being able to come and go and live the life of a coach to now you're the owner and this is your responsibility?
Right. A little more stress, for sure. However, it is also really rewarding. So I get to take care of the programming, and I make sure that there's coaches here. And if a coach can't show up, I have to be here, which can be a challenge. But it's what I love. I love to make it fun for people to exercise. And I like when people are here having a good time and just enjoying themselves.
Awesome. So CrossFit, people have probably heard of CrossFit. I know when I first was introduced to CrossFit, you kind of hear about the games. Pretty intimidating group of men and women that do the games. I mean, the women, I don't think there's a woman out there that I could keep up with in CrossFit. So tell us about the culture of CrossFit, because it's kind of an intimidating notion out there, but I don't think it is intimidating.
So there's definitely a difference between the CrossFit games and coming into, say, Captain CrossFit.
Okay.
So the games, you're right. It is hardcore. The people that are in the games, they do that full time. That is their job. Okay. So they're doing that. That is what they train for every single day. And they're also pretty young.
And those are like the top 1% of the CrossFit world.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So that's definitely different than what you'll see in here.
Okay.
In here, we have every age, we have every ability. Our youngest is, I believe, 14. Our oldest is 85.
Nice.
And everywhere in between. So the culture is, we're a family. We have fun together. We train together. We joke around. We just make it, we're welcoming. And we want you to have a good time. Great. And get in shape.
And get in shape.
Yes.
That's the key. You got to have a result at the end of the day. So, if I remember right, CrossFit, the founders of CrossFit based it on Navy SEAL training. And it was that diverse training, cross-functional, things that our elite military would need so they don't get injured when they're doing their job.
Right.
So tell us about like, how do you bring that down for the average Joe and the average Jane to be able to do CrossFit? Because that can be like, well, there's no way I can keep up with a Navy SEAL, so I shouldn't even walk in the doors of CrossFit.
Yep, absolutely. So we scale everything. And most people in here, when you look at what the workout is, most people will scale it to some extent.
Okay.
You can scale the weight of the workout. You can scale the movement. So let's say we're doing pull-ups, and not everyone can do pull-ups, but we could do jumping pull-ups. We can do banded pull-ups where the band assists you in getting up. We can use rings, which are similar to, if people know what a TRX is, it's similar to that, where you can do ring rows instead of pull-ups, and you can make it as easy or as difficult as you want to. So you get to choose how difficult you want your workout to be and how hard you want to push yourself.
So when you get members that come in and sign up, do you ask them and kind of set like, what's your fitness goals? So you, like if I scale everything way down and I'm not burning any calories or not getting a sweat, I may not get where I want to go. So how do you know how to help them scale?
So I watch them. I'll watch someone. I know what your goals are. So I might be watching you and I might look and might be a little light. Maybe they're using 5-pound dumbbells and they should really be using 10-pound dumbbells. So I might encourage them to, hey, you might want to go a little heavier with those. So I'll watch and I'll encourage them to do something that will better help them reach their goals.
Nice. So it's a big gym as I look around here. I'm not sure people realize how big your gym is, but you offer multiple things inside one gym. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the Captain offerings?
So we have open gym, which is if you want to come in and do your own thing, you can utilize our equipment.
Okay.
We have DECA, which is a circuit training, and we offer that Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 9:30 a.m. And then Tuesday and Thursday, 5:30 p.m. It's a 10 station circuit training where it's like 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of transition between those 10 stations. And it goes for about 40 to 45 minutes.
So why would I sign up for DECA? What kind of is the profile of who benefits from DECA?
So anybody can benefit from DECA. And again, it is just as scalable as CrossFit, right? So we might have some movements over there that you look at and you might be a little intimidated by it, but most of them are either body weight. We use dumbbells, we use bands, we use med balls, and then some cardio equipment. So we might use a ski machine, a rower, or a bike. And I have every age over there, from 14-year-olds to 85-year-olds that do DECA. And it's either a good introduction just into the gym, because I have had people start there and then move to CrossFit, or it's a place that you can stay. That is what you enjoy, you can stay there.
And you're in and out like 40, 45 minutes.
45 minutes or so,
you can be in and out of the gym in an hour by the time you arrive, get ready to go and wrap it up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so that's it's a really good introduction without being quite as intimidating as CrossFit. But then again, of course, we have CrossFit and we have personal training as well. Okay,
so we talked a little bit about CrossFit already, and we're going to get more details. I'm going to see if I can twist your arm into taking me on a tour.
Okay.
Tell me about personal training. So what kind of clients do personal training, and what's that profile? If I'm on the fence of like, do I do DECA? Do I do CrossFit? Or maybe I'm just a personal trainer.
So sometimes people are, again, they're either intimidated or worried about coming in. They don't know what the movements are. They don't feel comfortable with squats and deadlifts and things like that. So sometimes they'll want to do personal training for a while until they get comfortable.
Okay.
Or they feel like they're in better shape, even though you come here to get in shape. You don't have to be in good shape to start. But sometimes they just want that first so that they don't feel lost. But of course, we also offer an on-ramp program before going into CrossFit.
So that's a key point you brought up there is I think when you have the branding of CrossFit and then somebody's flipping around on ESPN and they see it and they're like, oh, it really is. You come here to get in shape. You come here to achieve something in fitness.
Right.
And so I think it's a really key point you bring up is you don't have to be in shape to walk in the doors. That's what you're here for. That's what this facility's for.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a really key point that everybody understands that just walk in those doors and be greeted.
It's scary, but yeah.
So are you the only coach or how do you
no.
manage all those classes in a day?
Luckily, I have some amazing coaches, a lot of amazing coaches. So we have 12, 13 coaches. And so that is how I have all my classes covered throughout the day.
Okay. And what time a day? Is it just you mentioned the 9:30. When can people come into the gym?
So we have classes beginning at 5 a.m. And
For the early risers?
For the early risers. I don't know how they do it.
Bless them for being early risers.
Yes. Bless them for being here. And bless my 5 a.m. coaches because I am not an early riser. So we have 5 a.m. up through, we have classes until 10:30. Our gym closes every day at 10:30. Monday through Friday.
So is it about every hour?
So about every hour, approximately. In the morning, it's spread out a little bit more. It's 5 a.m., 6:10 a.m., 7:20 a.m., 8:30 a.m. And then we have a 9:30 a.m. CrossFit Light class on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Tell me a little more about CrossFit Light.
CrossFit Light. So that most of our members in CrossFit Light are over the age of 60. Not all. Some are younger, but it's for people that want a toned down version of CrossFit. Okay. So they use mostly dumbbells, bands, things like that, but you're still going to get a good workout. You can still use barbells. So I would say about half of the CrossFit Light class uses barbells. They'll do deadlifts and presses and bench press and all that. And the other half will use dumbbells. They'll do the same movements though, or kettlebells. So they'll do the exact same movements, just much more subdued, I guess. So
they get the same CrossFit environment. They get to come in with a group of people.
Yes.
Great coach, kind of help you motivate yourself to do the workout.
Yes.
I know if I have to work out at home, it's really easy for myself to talk myself out of working out. But here you're kind of held accountable.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about how you guys rally and hold people accountable to their fitness goals. And like, if I don't show up for a while, do I get a call?
I might send you a text or a call, give you a call. Yes, absolutely. I made a couple of those yesterday. If I notice that there's somebody that hasn't been showing up, we'll give them a phone call or send them a text and say, hey, what's up? Just checking in, want to make sure you're okay. And we don't want you to have a membership and not show up. We want results. Yeah. So when you come in here, we want you to continue to come in. We want you to be consistent. And in fact, this year we're implementing it's called the Captain's Club. And it is basically for consistency. And if you show up 12 times a month, check in and do a CrossFit workout, even if maybe you're on vacation, but you go into a gym and you try to do similar workout to what we're doing, show that you did it, and that counts. And at the end of the year, if you do all 12 months and you come in 12 times a month, 12 times a month, then you earn a shirt, a Captain's Club shirt.
And that's just about building consistency because you get your best results from working out if you're consistent.
And you are injured less if you're consistent.
And you're injured less.
Yes. If you're inconsistent and you come in, you're more likely to become injured.
So in your gym, you mentioned you got 14 to 85 and everybody in between. I assume there's some athletes in there, and then I assume there's some retired individuals and they have totally different goals. Give us an example of a goal that an athlete might have that you're helping them with, and give us an example of a goal that a retired individual might have, just so people kind of understand, I can fit in that range of goals.
Sure. So the athlete might have the goal of really building power. So we have some soccer players in here. So they want to be powerful, strong, and they're lifting heavy weights and they are going hard. And they're in here almost every day. And then we have our retired folks who are in their 70s. And their goal is to maintain muscle mass, maintain mobility. Those are two of the big things that are going to help you stay independent as you get older, and being able to get down and get up off the floor, which is mobility. And we have an awesome mobility class. It's only once a week, but it is really good mobility class that one of our coaches, Coach Courtney, offers. And that's what it takes. It takes doing it consistently.
So I know a big part of the culture with CrossFit is, you guys kind of go hard. So you like to have a lot of fun. You work out hard, and hard is relative to people's abilities.
Absolutely.
Just as you mentioned, CrossFit light hard is different than an athlete's hard. But you also like to give back to the community in a big way.
We do.
Tell us about your annual Hot Shot event and the way you guys give back to the community with that event, and why you even do it, the history of that.
Sure. So I guess that was 10 and a half years ago, when the Hot Shots were killed in the fire. At that time, we had several of them that were members here. And because they're only 400 meters from our gym, they would come over here occasionally and do training together, and even the ones that weren't members. And so at that time, Captain began doing the Hot Shots Memorial event and fundraiser. And this raises money for wildfire education. So we support 2 scholarships at Yavapai College, fire science scholarships. And then right now, the rest of the money goes to Arizona Wildfire and Incident Management Academy. And again, that's wildfire education. So, which helps us all. That is, these firefighters go throughout the United States and the world fighting fires. So we're helping everyone, we're giving back. And we've raised we've given away over $140,000 in the past 10 years.
So you're giving back to the community in a way for those people who gave the ultimate sacrifice to help us be safe, but giving back for like the next generation of wildland fire protection, I'll say, because it's not just the firefighters. Those scholarships help people at all areas of the wildland management for keeping the community safe. Is that right?
Yes.
It's not just the hot shots that are getting
No, it's not just the hot
scholarships.
shots.
It could be people that are going to be in management in different areas of wildland management. And
yes.
Okay. Very nice. So we talk a lot about, tell us a little bit about the workout, because what's really cool about CrossFit, and explain a little bit about it, but you create WODs, and they're named after sometimes individuals, and this time it's a group of people, but that's a big part of the CrossFit culture.
Yes.
It kind of brings awareness to different things that have happened in our world. So tell us a little bit about the hot shot and the whole CrossFit concept behind WODs like that.
So a WOD is a workout of the day. And so CrossFit they do hero WODs. So hero WODs are typically named after people that have given their lives in service to our country. So firefighters, veterans, any of that. So the Hot Shots WOD was named obviously after our 19 Hot Shots here in Prescott. And it is a brutal workout.
I can attest to that. I've attempted it. I scale it way down, but it's a grinder.
It's hard.
Yeah. But people scale it. You have all walks of life doing it. People with knee braces on, they're just out there giving.
We had, last year, we had someone in a wheelchair doing this workout, and we scaled it for him.
Yeah.
And he had someone helping him, because he had to get up and down. But that was so inspiring. And then a couple of years ago, we had somebody with one arm that did this workout.
I remember
and
that.
if you know the workout, that's not an easy feat.
Well, tell us about the workout.
So the workout is 6 rounds for time.
Okay.
6 represents the month that they were killed in June. 30 air squats representing the date. 19 power cleans representing 19 hot shots. 7 strict pull-ups representing their station 7. And then a 400-meter run because they're 400 meters from our gym.
So I do each one of those. I go on the run and I got to do that 6 times.
Yes.
So I'm doing 6 times 30 air squats, and you
Yes.
have people that were, obviously somebody in their wheelchair can't do an air squat, but you scaled it for them.
Right.
But they're doing that. And
But they're doing something similar. And that person also scaled the rounds because
But they were here because
here.
of the give back to the community.
Absolutely.
So that's a big part of your culture. So I really think it's important to know that the Captain CrossFit culture is about the community and family, which is really nice to see. So we talked about a lot of challenges. And I know you like to challenge your members.
I do.
So tell us about this C45 challenge that you do to start every year. What inspired it and what is the challenge 2024?
Okay. So C45, we started last year, Captain's 45 Strong Challenge. And this was something to get people going in the beginning of the year and get them motivated to eat better, to work out, and to be accountable. Because it's a group. We have a group of people doing this. So last year we did it, and it was great. It was hard. It was really hard.
I can attest to that. It was
yes.
really hard. It was hard on my mind. It was mentally challenging.
Which I will say, these challenges are more mentally challenging than anything. If you can, you're following a nutrition plan, and it's whatever nutrition plan you pick.
Yeah.
However, you have to stick with it for 45 days, and there's going to be temptations. And so no, it's definitely a challenge, which is why we do it. We do it because it's a challenge. We don't do it because it's easy. So this year we're doing it. It's 45 days. You have to do 45 minutes of exercise every single day.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be all out hardcore exercise because that would not be smart to do that.
What qualifies as exercise?
So a walk,
Okay.
a hike, yoga,
Okay.
mobility. Yep. All
and
of that.
obviously CrossFit, DECA, the stuff you got
CrossFit,
going in here.
DECA, circuit training.
Those other workouts qualify as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. So
Riding the bike at home if you have a Peloton or something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Mountain bike ride.
Mountain bike ride.
Perfect.
All of that.
So 45 days of working out, 45 minutes a day, and then what?
And then you have to follow a nutrition plan of your choice.
Okay.
So you can make it up. Mine, I'm following a high protein. The only thing I'm counting is protein, but I'm also trying to do as little processed food as possible. Okay. So I'm not eating anything out that comes out of a box or a bag or anything like that. So, and I've been good so far, but it's been a challenge. So, but you follow your nutrition plan. Some people are doing Whole30, some people are doing Mediterranean diet, lots of options. Paleo, Atkins, you.
Me.
So that's the next part. So now it's 45 days. We're following a nutrition plan. We're doing exercise.
45 minutes a day.
45 minutes a day. Now we also have to wake up early. So up to 45 minutes earlier than your normal wake up time. So if you already wake up at 5 a.m. or earlier, you're off the hook.
Okay.
You can get up at whatever time you normally get up. If you wake up after 5 a.m., then you need to wake up 45 minutes earlier than your normal time, up to 5 a.m.
Okay, so that's the challenge. Wake up 45 minutes early, start your day early.
Start your day early. Gives you time to be calm. It gives you time to plan your day. Gives you maybe time to do something that you haven't done in a while, but you've wanted to do. You can spend your time learning Spanish. You can read, get caught up on some things. And then the last part of the challenge, you have a choice of, I believe it's 4 things. One is make your bed every day. The second is the clean sink challenge, which I would say a lot of people took the clean sink challenge, which is your sink has to be completely clean of dishes, which isn't the problem. The problem is a lot of times we leave our dishes on the side drying, right? Well, those need to be dried and put away. So completely clear. So all countertops cleared. And so bed, clean sink, read for a specified amount of time every day. So it could be 15 minutes. You could say it's going to be 30, 45, whatever you choose. And then the 4th option is 1 hour of no technology. And this sleeping doesn't count. This is when you're
Come
awake.
on, I get 8 of those.
So making sure that maybe you do it during dinner time where you put your technology away and you're focusing on your family while you're eating dinner. You're not distracted by technology. So that is the challenge.
Wow.
Yeah, 45 days.
About how many people signed up for it this year?
I think we have about 40.
40 people.
Yes.
Wow. So really CrossFit, just to kind of wrap it up, CrossFit's about a family of people that care about fitness, health, being active, being mobile. And active could be, I'm retired and I want to go visit this city and be able to walk around. That could be their definition of active, or it could be an athlete that's on the soccer field running around. And giving back to the community.
Yes. Our goal here is we want you to be able to live the life that you want to live. So if you want to go play with your grandkids and be able to pick them up and get on the floor and play with them, that's our goal, is to help you do that longer and for it not to be a chore. You want to go do that. Or if you want to go hike a mountain, you can train here and go hike a mountain. You want to go surfing somewhere, great. Train, go have fun.
It all translates.
It all
converts over to what your other activity is.
It's all going to make you better at whatever else you're doing, whether it's pickleball, golf, all of that.
Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Captain. What I'd really like, can I twist your arm into showing everybody around the gym and kind of what some of the things you have to offer?
Absolutely.
All right.
But first, hold on. I have something for you. I have a present. This is one of our new Captain Crossfit shirts.
Nice. I love it.
Perfect.
Get me all CrossFitted up, captained up before I hit the gym?
Before you hit the gym, yep.
All right, I'll be official. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you all for tuning in. We're gonna go get a great tour of the gym and showcase Captain CrossFit a little bit. So thank you very much, Michelle. So clearly rope climb is something you're doing today at the gym.
It is.
How do we do rope climb?
Well, first thing, you need a little bit of chalk. Now be careful, you don't want to get it all over the place because my cleaning person has to clean that up later.
Yeah, who's your cleaning person?
You are.
I am.
So,
I'm doing it to myself.
yes.
Right.
So you're gonna, a couple things. One, you're gonna try to use your feet.
Okay.
So you're gonna take that rope, you're gonna put it between your feet, and then you're gonna bring it up and over and try to clamp down. So reach way up high first too. Yep. Yes. Yeah. And then stand up. Nice. Okay. You can come back down now.
Whew.
Great job.
Oh my gosh, how many are you doing in the workout? Wow.
Today it's somewhere between 1 and 3 per round, depending on, we have performance and fitness. So if you're doing performance, it's 1 to 3 per round. If you're doing fitness, it's 1.
All right, what else you want to show us?
Well, I can show you how to scale it.
Okay.
How's that?
Oh, you get to scale?
I get to scale.
What's up with that?
Okay, so
I should do the scale.
if I scale it,
So this would be for somebody who, I can't do a rope climb, but I want to build up to being able to do one. Okay.
start here. Up. and down. That's how you scale.
Nice.
Okay, so this is where we have our programming for pull-ups. This encourages people that want to get their first pull-up to be able to get it. And also encourages people who may have 1 or 2 pull-ups to improve and be able to do more. So this is where we get to write it down, encourage people, and be accountable.
You talked me into this, so I guess we're going to do a little challenge here. So 2 of your movements, one of your big movements is toes to bar,
Right.
And that's for your core. Clearly, she has better core than I do. So, but I can't do a toes to bar. So this will be an example of we're going to do a little competition.
Okay.
I'm going to scale mine to knees.
Right, knee ups.
Knee ups,
Yep.
knees to something they call
Knees
it, which
to
I like the
something.
variability there. And you're going to do,
I'm going to do toes to bar.
and we're going to see how many we can do. Is that
Okay,
the goal?
that's the goal.
All right.
Ready?
Nice work. You were going to stop.
I was waiting for you to stop.
I want to make it look reasonable. Then you do 3. That's probably more than I do in the workout, though.
That was hard. Okay. This is a torque tank.
What's the torque tank for?
This gives you resistance for your legs.
Okay, so we're going to have a little race. Challenge you to do a race.
Yes.
So, down to the trash cans
Yep.
and back.
And back.
All right, so mine is strategically, you placed it on 3.
Mm-hmm.
I notice yours is
Mine's
not.
on 2.
All right,
Yes.
well, you give us a count.
2, 1.
Oh my Come on. Dip your toes. Come on. Yeah. How's it feel now?
My legs are burning.
Oh my goodness. How are you going?
You got me on that one.
That's just because the toes are bar. All right, Michelle, just want to thank you for the tour. Thank you for the demonstration. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.